you ever really thought about
I'm
it?
shy. I'm scared right now.
You
to be in
are?
front of camera. Yeah, like literally people. Okay, with social media, like I've been getting so many engagements, so many views, so many a great audience. You know, due to my mission and my drive and my message.
This beautiful young woman definitely represents the future of the disabled population. However, the passion and emotion is really nothing new. The disabled population has always been in the spotlight from the 1970s onward. They have been sending messages loud and clear. Today's society has changed, and you can find these messages everywhere. You actually might be wearing one right now. It's definitely in the spotlight.
I've always felt like nobody understood me, or nobody really understood just like, I guess, mental health in general. And I just wanted to, I don't know, like help people feel less alone. I mean, I feel like everybody goes through something, so you can learn from everyone. Clothing is fun, and it's like expression, and I don't know, you never know who you're gonna meet and inspire.
It's a way of life. It's showing us, it shows you how to live after your spinal cord injury or whatever your injury is. So just to keep pushing and just to keep going, staying motivated. So I definitely think with the disability community, I think that we need all resources that is possible. Like, we need all resources. So the T-shirt I'm wearing is Garrison talk show, which is a positive spin. We trying to just show you a way of life, how we live, and just sharing, just welcoming everybody to our world, pretty much. We're putting a positive spin on life itself. Yeah, I'm thinking more to get more proactive, acting, modeling, rock climbing. I'm trying to get proactive in every aspect, pretty much.
And you think you have a strong message?
Yes, absolutely. I'm strong, I'm independent. I have 12 years experience, so it's time to, elevate.
More visible in movies and TV, and you think it's a good thing or not?
It's a positive thing, it's a good thing. It shows the world that there's other people out there that with different disabilities that's trying every day, is capable of doing the same thing that they're able to do, just in a different form or way. Me being, I guess, a role model. Like, any way possible. Am I needed, I'll, be gladly to push peace on anybody.
Okay, and you spoke about modeling. Do you think you would enjoy being a model?
I would love being modeling.
Okay, why is that?
I just feel like I'm the person, I got the looks, you can use me to bring a lot of, how should I say, a lot of viewers to the product, I guess. Yeah.
Appeal.
Thank you.
You think you have mass appeal?
Yeah.
Well, that's spoken like a true model.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yep, okay. All right, we're gonna take a picture.
Okay.
She's out of here. She said bye. She said bye.
Okay, perfect. That's perfect.
I think it's wonderful that disabilities are becoming more visible. The big question is, are people accepting individuals with disabilities the way they're accepting everyone else? We don't want people to feel different. We don't want people to feel as if they are othered. And so the important part is if media is accepting individuals that might have a disability as like everyone else, just for being who they are, that's the main thing. So my advice to someone who might have a disability that is looking at changing careers or advancing in their careers is to think about how will they be able to add value to the organization. If they focus on the disability, my concern is that potentially others them. And then what might happen is the company might feel like, oh, well, is this a good risk or not a good risk? If they, however, focus on what value they bring to the organization, how they will add value to the organization, how they're going to assist this organization be the best they can be, then the disability begins to become less important. And while I don't want to minimize someone's disability, I don't want it to be the focal point, because no one's getting hired because of their disability. They're getting hired because of what they can do for the organization they're going to work for. And that's true about people without a disability. They too are only getting hired because of what they'll bring to the organization, how they'll add value to the organization, not because of anything else but that. Or at least that's what I'm seeing more and more in the market.
Well, Schizophrenic NYC mental health clothing line and lifestyle brand pretty much just brings mental health, just in big, bold statements, trying to get everyone to talk about mental health, trying to make a difference. I just was over working for other people, wanted to start my own business, wanted to tell everyone that I had a mental illness in the biggest, boldest way possible. So that's just what I did, and I never thought it would make the biggest difference that it has, but it's made a huge difference. It's been picked up all over the media, and that's amazing. People think you're dangerous, when really that's not true at all. When you have schizophrenia, you're more likely to be the victim of violence rather than the perpetrator. But what's in the current media is not what you hear. You hear about it being violent, but you'll never hear about that schizophrenic that just, wakes up in the morning, has coffee, goes to work, then after work goes out with friends, then goes home and goes to bed. You don't hear about that because crisis in mental illness is public, while wellness in mental illness is private. There's a lot of people all around the world with schizophrenia and other mental illnesses that live great, successful lives. It's definitely a very bold move to walk around with schizophrenic on your t-shirt. Yes, a very bold move, especially with words like, I'm mentally ill and I don't kill, or don't be paranoid, you look great. Schizophrenic NYC, yeah, the whole thing. Big, bold statements. Yes, it is positive. It's definitely a positive thing to talk about mental health. It is a good thing. You want to talk about more mental health, because the more mental health that we talk about, the less stigma that there will be. And I think over the years, it's gotten better, and it's gotten better, but still, just like anything else, it can go backwards, and that's not what I want to happen. I want everything to keep going in a positive direction, in a better direction, and that'll only happen through sharing good stories.
Hey everybody, it is Miss Wheelchair USA 2025 to 2026, Amy Lee Simonson. When I decided I was going to do this pageant, I was met with both positivity and negativity. Not a whole lot of negativity, but it was enough to kind of make you go, I think it's important for people with disabilities to have this spotlight because it shows us that we are so much like everybody else. Yes, we're a little different. We might have to do things a little differently, but we are just as normal as everybody else. And as Miss Wheelchair USA, I plan to use this spotlight to try to help further educate people on different disabilities and help see the beauty within those disabilities.
I guess as a kid, I just remember this idea that you leave the world a better place than you found it. And when I came out as gay, I decided that the world was going to change to accommodate my life and the lives of other gay people. There's this great, I mean, every episode from Curb Your Enthusiasm is great, but there's this episode where Larry meets the woman in a wheelchair named Wendy, and what does he put in his phone? Wendy wheelchair, because that's all she is. Her name's Wendy and she's in a wheelchair. And I think that's indicative of how we as a society look at a lot of disabled people. If you see someone with only one arm, well, then that's all you see. You just see they have one arm, or you see someone who's blind, they're blind, and that's how you see them. Everything else kind of fades away. And we tell them the most powerful thing you can do is tell your story. What makes you unique? What's unique about your experiences? And I think that's the most successful thing for marginalized communities that the media can do. Just expose people to the stories of individuals, their struggles and their triumphs, because the triumphs are important. But we really focus on the positivity, because when we focus on individual people's experiences and their lives and their stories, it's just inherently positive and affirming for